Ladies and gents, how are you doing? Here I am. One thing I've noticed, what the fuck is that? Don't know why it's showing everything on my desktop. It's a bit weird, isn't it? I was playing around with it, and apparently the camera's better now. Is it in higher definition than it was yesterday? Do I look even more sexy than normal? I should do. Let me just remove this and put the fucking screen back on, which is supposed to be the BBC News. Present, here we are. BBC, one moment. There we go. Right, looks better, doesn't it? Right, look. Particularly handsome today. Blue-eyed sex machine. Who's in? Derek McManus, sweating like a Marine. Well, I was a Marine, and I can even spell words like indubitably and abominably. I don't know why I picked those two words. Maybe because it's indubitably true that we are living in an abominably poorly ran country. In an abominably ran country. Abominable? The abominable snowman. Who's in? Sir Timothy Jason Wells is in. How you doing? Pig Fatneck Paranormal. He's calling me rats. Online killers just finished 2 spears. Pearls of wisdom coming from the borough. Yeah, definitely. You get the crack. He knows the crack. You know what made me laugh about the earthquake in Turkey? Do you remember when all of the hate preachers used to say that God sent earthquakes because of all the gay sex? Why is he wiping out Turkey? I reckon the Turks are a lot more unforgiving of a little bit of mutual masturbation than they are in Brighton. Why is Brighton still alive? If God was sending hurricanes because of blokes bumming, I want to see them wipe Brighton off the face of the earth. Like, what are you doing, Jesus? Come on, G-Boo. You know, I always have a pop with G-Boo. I'm a barber. Your chin needs more beard growing. It looks like a sweet on the barbershop floor. I shave once a week. I mean, I can't bring myself to not shave being a bootneck, but I can't bring myself to shave every single day because I had to when I was in, and my face was like fucking boiled leather. So a happy medium is I shave once a week or thereabouts. I guarantee I could grow a beard faster than any fucking man in this chat. If there's one gift that the bootneck has, it is the growing of body hair. Well, I remember my first year at school, in secondary school, you know, like when you're about 11 or whatever and you haven't gone through puberty yet. I took my shirt off in PE. Just to explain this to Derek and the Americans in the chat. When you're in primary school, they don't make you get naked for PE because you just do, like, you know, kids PE. But in high school, that's when you have to all get showered together. So it's sort of a big deal, right? When you're only 10 or 11 and you know you're first going to have to get your knob out in front of a room full of blokes, it's a little bit, you know, disconcerting to a child. And when the bootneck took his shirt off in front of all of his schoolmates at the age of 10 or 11 or whatever it was, he was horrified to find that he had a hairy back and that wasn't normal. I was the only one surprised. Well, no, I wasn't. I was the only one surprised that everybody else didn't have body hair. The rest of the room was horrified to find that the bootneck had 6-inch wiry pubes coming out of his nipple ends. I was always a furball. So you want me to grow a beard? I could do that. I could do a full beard in about 10 days, I'm telling you. Just leave it. Easy. Yeah, well, when I was a nod, they made me shave twice a day in training when I had drill, which was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Wankers. Oh, look at that. I clicked on Derek's thing and it popped up big, and now it's just booze on the pub table. From when it looks dead small on my screen, I thought that was an American flag. So it looks like the blue stars and the stars and stripes with the blue background and the stars on it, and then a bit of red and white. Thought it was a Yank flag, Derek. That's why I thought you were an American. I apologize. But yeah, Teen Wolf, that was me. That was my nickname. Teen Wolf as a child and the Ewok as a bootneck. So I've got a gift. Got a gift for growing pubes. If I didn't pluck my eyebrows every 3 days, it'd just be one line all the way. It'd be a line all the way across the top, then it'd go up my hair like that, and then it'd come up there. And then basically, if I got crabs that could make the way up my body, up my neck, through my eyebrows into my hair, and basically my entire, it'd probably be the only human that ever had crabs, and they'd be pulling them out of his back because I've got a gift for being furry. The underside of my arm looks like the top half. Like if you were to cover my hand, so you're only looking at sort of like that bit, you can't really tell which side's which, can you? And I don't think with most humans that's normal. That's what my missus told me anyway. So yeah, well, don't start slagging me off as if I can't grow hair. The only place it's getting thin is on the bastard top of my head, but that is a tragedy of growing old. And we all get that, don't we? That's why I draw my Bootneck cartoons. He's very, very hairy. I don't scrimp on the arm hairs, do I? Right, Eddie Munster. That's what my dad used to call me when I was a kid. He's go on, get yourself to the shops, Eddie. You can get me 3 fucking kilos of taties in your cap. That's something here. That's what my dad used to tell me when I was like 8. Right. So, talking about the earthquake, that does make me laugh. I think that we have to refute the Baptist hate preachers, because when they claim that Jebu was using it to wipe out people that practice gay sex, I definitely think Brighton or San Francisco, fucking San Francisco, they are currently daisy chaining round the fucking wheelie bins in San Francisco. And by daisy chaining, I mean bloke, nudity and directions are involved. You can guess what a daisy chain is for the uninitiated. They're currently daisy chaining around the wheelie bins. Like, what I'm getting at is, at least in England, they do it in the gay bars, in the gay discos. You see a bit of daisy chaining. In San Francisco, just do it in the street. You know what I mean? You'd be like walking into Wendy's, and then you see 10 blokes hanging out the back of each other, dancing, doing the fucking conga around the wheelie bins. They don't even hide it up there. So I'm just, Jebu, if I was you, I would be taking it out on San Francisco, not Turkey. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe the theocrats are wrong. They reckon at least 6,300 dead, and they reckon it might go by a factor of 5, that. So you might end up with about 25, 30,000 people kicking the bucket, which is pretty bad. But anyone who's struggling with that, console yourself with this. I'm all right. I'm all right here. Cheers. Cheers, lads. I'm all right. The Bootneck's safe and sound. This is what's known as a sense of humour in adversity. I'm joking aside, I'm not laughing about a fucking earthquake. Like, that is terrible. But I'm just saying, I'm all right. So no need to worry yourself sick. Yeah, I'm here. I've got a nice cup of tea there. Everything's going well in my neck of the woods. So, you know, every cloud, colossal death and suffering and misery. But I'm all right. Every cloud. What else is there? Because, I mean, really, you don't want me to talk about this, do you? Serious news is depressing, and you don't come here to get more depressed. The world's fucked. It's fucked. Everywhere I look, I can just close my eyes, jab it anywhere, put up on your screen, BBC News, fucked. Everywhere's fucked. So you don't want me upsetting you with talk of earthquakes, right? What you want me to do is find woke, left-wing, Guardian-reading cretins on social media and laugh at them because they haven't got the brains they were born with, right? Mexico sent its famed search dogs to Turkey while they're helping. Now you know why Borat had the pecking order where it was, you remember? In my country, there must be rules. Yes, we have the man, the horse, the dog, the rat, and the woman. Yeah. Now you know what the dog quite high up, definitely way above the rat, because that proves it. So forward-thinking Kazakhs, they know the crack. Know the crack then, boys. Hospital was collapsing with my son inside. That's got to be in Middlesbrough. That's not in Turkey. In fact, that happened when my mother gave birth to me in Middlesbrough General. The building collapsed as I parted her whiskers, and then some chaps pinched the ambulance outside. So maybe that's in Borough. I don't think that's in Turkey. Skill sets didn't get the notice. Sue's well, hey, you're preaching to the converted there. You're preaching to the converted. We all know what Susan's about, don't we? We all know what Susan's about. That raddled fucking slut. We know what Susan's about. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a bit of a rant about YouTube again. I hate this platform. Hats off to Russell Brand for trying to get people over to Rumble. And I will try and remember to do it, because I don't make any money on YouTube. I can show you my lifetime earnings on YouTube. It's like $30, because every single video I make is demonetized. And it doesn't particularly bother me because I'm northern and working class. And if I was to do YouTube professionally, I'd hate myself like Owen Jones does. Yeah, I'd hate myself. So I still actually work, and YouTube doesn't pay the bills. But the reason I hate them so much is because I've noticed that some of my favorite YouTubers post a lot less since they've changed all the rules again. And there's way funnier versions of some of my favorite YouTubers when I'll get like bored in the gym and I'm doing a nice easy cardio sesh. I'll just like leave YouTube on its own for an hour and let it do its thing. And it'll pop up videos that are like a couple of years old. And they're much, much, much funnier because they include the swearing. It's like, that's how it should be. Grown fucking men. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it now. Let me see if I can do it now. I'll do it on the stream. I don't care. I'm going to cancel. I'm on YouTube Premium because it makes it easier for making content. But fuck them. I'm getting rid of it. I hate them. I absolutely hate them. Not because they only give me $30 for 3 years' work. See, he's laughing. So $30 is 2 months in a cobalt mine. I've been doing this for like 3 fucking years. I've got $30 off them. That's worse than the cobalt mine. The kids in the cobalt mine, them lucky little bastards. They should be pitying me. At least they're getting some fresh air till they go down the mine. They have to walk 18 miles to the cobalt mine. So they're getting some fresh air, yeah? 18 miles to get there. So they're getting some fresh air. They're getting plenty of exercise as they scurry down the rat hole with a fucking canary, crawling on the hands and knees for fucking 8 miles to get to the coal face. Is there a cobalt face? I don't even know. Basically, I hate them not for stitching me up and not giving me any money, but I do hate them for making all the channels shit, because that does my head in. Most people aren't lucky enough to be like me, right? Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. The 2 main reasons why I can do this without getting an income from it is A, I'm from Middlesbrough, so I'm tight as fuck, and I live like an absolute I live like the king of the 4B2s. I don't put the heating on. I drink nothing but tap water, except when I'm getting pissed. Caveat, but that's only a couple of times a month at my age. Basically, I haven't bought clothes for about 20 years. Like, I'm not even joking. I got this. This is my Yum Yum Panda Burgers t-shirt. They're not just rare, they're extinct. I got this t-shirt about 25 years ago. Like, I'm not even taking the piss. And you see them grey, purple, and red ones that I wear nearly every stream because they're dead comfy and I really like them. They're work t-shirts. I got them given to me when I started working at an aerospace company. So I've got 6 of them, 2 of each colour. I wear them all the time. I don't wear clothes. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy jewellery. I don't fucking eat a lot. I don't have a nice car. I don't spend any money. So I do this because I'm stubborn. And also, my missus is good and she works and she helps me out if I need help. I'm like I'm trophy husband. Trophy husband. Yeah, she's younger and better looking and better educated than me, but I'm trophy husband. Anyone knows that. And that's the way I live, because I live a Spartan existence, because I believe 100% that it's good for your brain and your body to do that. And this is what I'm telling all you guys. You need to be doing yourselves, because you need to be ready for when the shit hits the fan. So it's not me that's concerned about it, but it does annoy me, because most YouTubers who can't make a living doing it will have to start working again, and then they're not making content anymore. And they're the people that I get a lot of enjoyment from. So I'm not even having a pop because of me. But like I said, I've noticed it. There's a lot of YouTubers that I like, and they're not making hardly any content anymore. And then the ones that are massive still aren't making that much money, and they've all started censoring everything. And because I just noticed this today, and I was telling you guys yesterday, I love a bloke called It's a Gundam. And I was listening to all his old videos from like years ago, and they were funnier because there was a lot of swearing and they were a lot more crude, and you could talk about any subject you want and make great euphemisms. You can make much better euphemisms when you're being a bit of a coarse fucker, can't you? So basically, the content's getting shitter and people are making less of it because YouTube are absolute arseholes. Arseholes. You can't swear at all. Like, every single video I've made has been demonetized in the last 6 months. I think out of 500, I bet you I've got 3 that are monetized. So, I mean, I don't know how they slip through. It's because it seems to be there's ones where I've tried to be a little bit more civilized without not being funny. And I might like only say shit or twat in them, and they still get demonetized. So YouTube have just gone completely off the fucking rails. Like, no bad language, no salty euphemisms, no humorous borderline slurs for anybody. It's shit. It's shit. Who wants to live in just some fucking... Well, you know what? Let's quote the guy off Demolition Man. Well, you know that guy where Edgar Friendly's having a rant? He says, I've seen the future. It's a fucking middle-aged virgin sitting around in his green pajamas, listening to Oscar Mayer commercials. That's the future. Eating nothing but blancmange and drinking water. It's shit. I like foul language. I like salty euphemisms. I like slurs if people are using them humorously. You know what I mean? The people completely, totally throw context out the window. If you're doing it with your mates, calling each other whatever, N-word, F-word, anything you want, if they're your mates and you're having a crack and you're doing it on a football field or something, or in a pub, it's all right. But the ignore intent, it's like you can't say anything. It's all shit. And this is the world the one us living in. Everyone's a fucking fanny. No swearing, no good euphemisms, no funny fucking name calling, no slurs, nothing. Just a big shit blancmange pajamas, watching the fucking Golden Girls, drinking Perrier water, buying products. What a pile of shit. Who wants to live in a world like that? Everybody's nice to each other all the time. Oh, we just need kindness. Fuck pork, your kindness, up your shit box. I'm sick of kindness. I get all the kindness I need in life. Most people are nice. You go to the shops, you don't walk into the grocery store and they tell us, like, suck my balls, you cunt. Most people are nice. We get over, everywhere's nice all the time. I live for a bit of humour, a bit of salty language, a bit of joshing, a bit of mockery. Fucking, it's what makes life worth living. And this bollocks now on YouTube, fuck me. Talk like a 10-year-old fucking girl all day long, or you can't have your pennies. Jesus, it's just a good job I'm a stubborn twat, and I'll just keep doing it. I'll keep doing it, like I've said. Bootneck, I've got bootneck stubbornness. It takes a certain type of mind to be a bootneck. It does. 9 out of 10 people that try out fail, because it doesn't matter how fit you are, or how physically strong you are, how good you are at running. It matters if you've got it up here. Because no matter how fit you are, I had a mate, he's fitter than me, always has been. and in fact, I've known quite a lot of lads who tried out for the Marines and failed. Quite a few from my local as well. And credit to them, they all give me a slap on the back when I did it. And they just didn't have it up there. They were physically fit. But no matter how fit you are, eventually you're going to be hanging out your ass. So you need to have it up there. You need to be as stubborn as 10 men. And I am. So I'll keep making content until they boot that fucking door in, drag me out into the streets and curb stomp me. And it's coming. It's coming. When the commies win, everybody gets locked up or killed. So it's coming. It's fucking coming. It's got to kick off eventually. And when it does, yeah, when Susan drags me out the house, hopefully I'm live streaming it when she's bumming me with a broom shank for your fucking entertainment. Hopefully she'll bend me over that stool there and get 10 SWAT members to roger me senseless with the fucking arse end of a rifle. And you get to see it all. Yeah. But because I'm just going to keep going. I don't care. It's not about the money. It's about the principle. However, thanks to those of you that occasionally do send me money. And again, I'm not, there's no ulterior motive. I'm a conservative person, and conservatives by nature are a little bit more frugal with the purse strings. So yeah, my audience are tight cunts. So on that note, I'm not asking for any more money, but there's only about 7 of yous that I'm going to draw from to give a piece of art when I draw it. I'll definitely do it this week. I'm off Friday. I'm not doing anything Saturday. I'll definitely do it. I'll draw it Sunday or Monday, right? I'll do it on my live stream on Monday. I'll come up with something. I'll draw it and I'll send it to you because those of you that support me, I appreciate it. Right. Fuck YouTube, though. Seriously. Keep reminding me. I need to put it all on bastard Rumble because I hate this platform. And when it dies, I'm going to dance the fucking jig on its grave. And it will eventually. They all think they're too big to fail. Nothing's too big to fail. Nothing's too big to fail. Nothing. They all think they are until they're extinct. Yeah? Probably thought the fucking dodo was too big to fail. Well, it's gone. So, so fuck them. I hate this platform. I hate the people that run it. I hate the cronyism and nepotism. And most of all, I hate the freedom of speech issue and the slimy, dirty deceitfulness of them. That when you say, what you're doing this for, they go, what? Shadow banning? That doesn't exist. That's not a thing. Oh, fuck off. I got more bastard interactions when my channel was 1/5 of its size, you horrible, slimy twats. Don't tell me that. Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. Please. I'm a grown man. Jesus Christ. Right. What we're going to do. We've got some news, right? Ooh, luxury hotel. I don't care. I don't care. They're only going to tell you about the ones that they don't like, right? If Jeremy Corbyn's got fucking 5 castles, they won't tell you. It's the modern media. It's a modern media. So I'm not reading it. I don't care. This is why you're better off just sticking with stuff that makes you chuckle. Because the BBC is just curated into oblivion. And in the good old days, people relied on the media to tell them what was going on because they were busy. Busy. Got to work 40 hours a week, got to feed the kids, got to pay your mortgage. So you outsourced learning to the journalists and then they told you what was going to happen. But in this day and age, none of them tell you shit if it's from the wrong side of the political spectrum. So if it makes conservatives look bad, they'll happily tell you. But if it makes lefties look bad, they'll fucking hide it. And it's not even just an opinion anymore. It's a fact. They hide it. Joe Biden, dodgy dealings, hide it. Trump, dodgy dealings, tell the fucking world. Trump got impeached for ringing the Ukrainian president and saying, this looks dodgy, maybe you should have looked into it, when it looked fucking dodgy and he should have looked into it. His crackhead, smack rat, shit for brains, cunt-faced son was getting paid 50 grand a month for doing less work than the fucking ship's cat. And when he said, maybe you should look into it, they went, ooh, the criminal. This is criminal behavior, this, suggesting we fucking look into it. It's bollocks. So the media is just outright lies all the time. It's lying. It is lying. I've had this argument with lefties. It is lying. It's lying by omission. That is a form of lying. They might not like outright make stuff up, but they lie by omission. when they said Trump said inject yourself with bleach, he didn't say that, did he? But they omitted 70% of his sentence, and then they make it say, "Oh yeah," he said, "I don't know," something like, "I don't know what they're doing." Yeah, to be fair, he wasn't very articulate, but he didn't say inject yourself with bleach. What with the January 6th, the whole thing with January 6th, the full sentence surrounding everything he said about the protesters was right out there for all the world to see. But the only people that are aware of it is the train spotters like you and I, dear listeners, who actually really put some effort into hearing it. Because normies who rely on the media to tell them got lied to. Lies by omission. They said to them, show me where he said, go and have a riot. The bloke said at least 10 times, peacefully protest. He's like, we're going to go down there and we're going to give them, we're going to be loud and we're going to proud and we're going to show them what it's all about. And we are going to peacefully protest. And they omit the peacefully protest part. Put the volume up a few notches on some of the words to like seriously manipulate it to make him sound worse than it is. And then play that on loop over and over again. And it's like, oh yeah, look at that. He's promoting a riot. And he didn't. And he never did. And when I made a video taking the piss out of him about 2 years ago, whatever it was, and pointed you lot to the Time magazine article, YouTube banned me for 2 weeks and said I was fucking promoting violence. That's what happened. It was the Time magazine article. I showed you lot it and I got fucking banned. They went, oh my God, he's promoting election conspiracies. Ooh, bollocks. As I said, pissing in your face and telling you it's raining. It is unbelievable what they do. So when the Democrats cheat, they're allowed to do it. If it looks like the Republicans are cheating, they tell the world. It's lying by omission. That's what they do. When Biden's dodgy son is doing dodgy deals and his dodgy brother and the dodgy laptop, the New York Post got silenced for breaking the story about the laptop. 3 weeks off Facebook and Twitter. Oh, you can't say that on the run-up to an election. What? Tell the truth. Tell the truth about the factually accurate reporting, about the factually accurate laptop that definitely exists and definitely has the pictures of shit lips doing fucking drugs and slapping prozzies' asses. And I know because I've seen them. What, you mean you can't talk about that? The facts, the real things? No, you can't talk about that. Here's a doctored clip of Trump saying have a riot. Go and look at that instead. What a load of shit. That's what I mean. This is why I hate them so much. I understand people in politics wanting their side to win. Conservatives do that as well. You want your side to win and you take it seriously. But the thing that offends me the most about these motherless sons of sluts, doesn't really make sense now. You can't be a motherless son of a slut, can you? Definitely know your mum is then. She's just a bit of a slag. You know who she is. You just don't tell anyone you know who she is. But the thing is, it's the lack of, basically, it's insulting. If you're going to fuck me, at least admit you're fucking me. That's what I can't abide. I can't abide the dishonesty. That's what I don't like. No, we're not doing that. I've got eyes. That's what does me head in. Yeah, well, I'm genuinely not massively sucking Trump off. I know he wasn't the sharpest tool in the box, but he's a blunt instrument, but he's the best we've got. Better than the fucking swamp creatures that we've got now. Definitely. For all of his failings, better than the creatures we've got now. UK teacher and daughter shot by husband. All right. Not very often that happens. US Navy releases photo of the balloon debris. Oh, yeah. So you let it fucking crack on for 4 days, then shut it down when it was. So what have we got here? Let's just go over this. Obama killed Osama. Trump was a fucking foreign policy savant. He told that little short ass in Korea what's what. He brought the fucking Chinese to bear to heal. And he avoided a massive conflict in Syria. And Joe Biden let a fucking hot air balloon go over the country for a week and then finally shot it down. A fucking balloon. I could slap the balloon out the sky with my bell end. It's a balloon, not a fucking MiG. Jesus. A quick fire quiz. Fuck off. Well, we know who rocked red leather at the Grammys. Yeah. Our eyeballs have never got over it. We know. Simpsons forced labour show removed in Hong Kong. Of course it was. Of course it was. Because all the mainstream media twats and the woke twats who work in entertainment, they love talking a good game until it's possibly going to cost them some money. Then they're like, oop, scrub all the darkies off the posters, lads. Innit? They're like, lift Trump's head, yeah. Black Lives Matter, yeah, we see you, we see you. Oop, the Chinese don't like it with that black. Scrub the darkies off the posters, lads. That's a good. It's ridiculous. Of course they did. Of course they removed it. Fuck me. The hypocrisy. Disney's removed an episode of The Simpsons referring to Chinese labour camps. Fucking Disney. Disney. How bad's Disney? How bad's Disney? Disney is like, if we're living on a giant arsehole, Disney is the sphincter. It's the well-reamed, dribbly sphincter. Disney is fucking awful. Disney is a boil on the arse of humanity. Of course they did. They always do it. Remember, that's what they did with the posters. Let's see if I can find you a link to that. Disney poster, Star Wars poster, China. And this is old news. Yeah, look, here we are. Same thing. You knew it'd be Disney. You knew it. And look, the one on the left is the Chinese one. The one on the right's the one you got in America. They were like, quick, hide the darkie. Like, and then they love talking a good game, don't they? Love talking a good game. Oh yeah, we see you, man. We see you, yeah. Fucking do one. Well, I see him on the right-hand one, but I cannot see him on the left one. It's almost like Disney pandered to everything the authoritarian Chinese say. Weird, that, isn't it? Weird. But surely not Disney. Disney are always vocal about social justice. Surely they wouldn't lie. No, I'm not having that. Disney has declined to reply to the BBC's queries. Well, blow me down with a feather. Disney has declined to reply to the convicted paedophile who works for the BBC. We rang Disney in between coke-snorting sex sessions with underage rent boys. However, nobody answered the phone. Ah well. Ah well. Hugo Pottersby Smythe, BBC. Fucking cheers. Kitty for yeah, who are you talking about there? The BBC or Disney? I'm surrounded by them. When you're in a sea of nonsense, where do you turn to navigate the ocean? Where do you go? So yeah, BBC, brilliant. The BBC has reported that hundreds of thousands of ethnic minority people in the western region of Xinjiang have been forced into manual labour. Yeah, you have, lads. You reported on a little bit, haven't you? To try and maintain a facade of credibility. You've reported a little bit. We wrote 2 paragraphs about forced labour in China and then 600 about fat Boris Johnson, the albino jellyfish, having a fucking bit of birthday cake. Yeah, cheers, BBC. We talked about nonsense once and then covered it up for 30 fucking years. 30 years. We talked about Peter a few times. We made that BBC fucking 6 documentary about the girls getting raped in Rotherham, and then we covered it up for 30 years. So the BBC's shocking. Fuck the BBC and fuck Disney. Right? Easy. Done that. I've had enough. I'll do one more, and then I'm going to do something productive. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Oh, look. Why 2 black Super Bowl quarterbacks is a defining NFL moment. Fucking hell. You know what? We're living in clown world. I wasn't even born in America. I've done no prior research. I've just seen this story. But let me tell you something, right? if you think that American football isn't fucking dominated by black people, I don't know what to tell you. Black men make up something like 10% of America, right? And yet, because it's going to be about right, isn't it? What's the percentage? Any Americans in the chat? I mean, I would assume from walking around in America, blacks make up about 20% of the population, 25 tops. 51% of them are going to be women. Therefore, it's about 10%. So 10% of the population will make up fucking 80% of the NBA and 60% of the American Football League, the NFL. And these fucking maniacs are saying, oh yeah, it's about time we got 2 black quarterbacks. What the fuck? What planet? So, Ragnar's joke reminds me of what my dad told me. Well, the 2 I remember my dad telling me when I was in primary school was it's always about Ethiopia, because when I was a babe, Ethiopia was in famine, and it was, why do Ethiopians sleep with both fingers up the nose? It's so no one pinches the breakfast, which is a fucking infantile joke. But when I was 8, I thought it was hilarious. So, yeah, that's a good one. And the other one was, have you heard about Evel Knievel's latest, most dangerous stunt? He's motorcycling through Ethiopia with a pie on his head. So, like, there's my 2 similar ones that I remember my dad telling me when I was a child. But it's just lunacy. It's like, so because it's only 15% now, so I was wrong by 5%. So it's going to be 7.5% of the men in the fucking country make up 60-70% of the NFL, and they're going, oh yeah, not enough quarterbacks though, is there, cunt? Yeah. I mean, you watch, because we always just copy them. This is going to be the next complaint in the Premier League, because they'll go, yeah, but we can't really complain about lack of black representation in the Premier League, because in England, black people are only like 9% of the population, but they make up like 40% of the football players. So we can't really complain about it, can we? So what they'll do is they'll analyse every single position in a football team, and they'll go, no, loads of them are strikers because they get paid the most money. Loads of them are wingers. Loads of them are left back. Not many black left backs. We need more black left backs. That'll be the next trick. Ooh, I've just noticed, out of the 25 Premier League goalkeepers that have made loads of appearances this year, 21 of them were white. Fucking hell, we need more black goalkeepers. They are overrepresented by like a factor of 20. 7% of the population make up fucking 50% of all the best jobs. And they're going, oh, fucking hell, not enough goalies, you cunt. You couldn't make it up, could you? And I've got to be on my bonnet about it, because I've seen the statistics. White working class in England, you're fucked. 6% of white kids on free school meals go to university. 60% of black kids on free school meals go to university. So if you were born and raised here, and for the last 20 generations of your family toiled and built and paid taxes so they could import blokes from third world countries and then spend all the taxpayers' money pushing them into university by stomping on the fucking windpipes of the descendants of the people who paid all the fucking bills and built all the universities in the first place. And if you think that's fucking reasonable, you've got a head full of cow shit, right? And fuck it, garden, they're always ugly as well. You've got a head full of cow shit and a face like a cow's ass. You've got a face that looks like someone set it on fire and then put it out with a garden fork. It's fucked. But like I said, you've got to try not to get angry as fuck about it and just have a laugh, because if This is part of the plan. They want to make you as angry and resentful and aggressive as they are, because that's when they get the glorious revolution. And like I keep telling you, if you're the type of person that goes out and gets violent in the streets, you have lost. You're a loser. I've told you this before, lads. Don't fucking get into it. Just have a chuckle at how fucked up it all is and let other people, idiots, do the kicking off. They're at the protests, they're causing chew. Go to the pub and have a pint and talk to your mates and have a fucking chuckle. Because that's when I think we're losing, when you start to get as violent and vicious as these fucking lunatics on the left are. And I'm not just saying that so I don't get demonetized, because I already have been. So fuck them, right? Don't make any money from doing this. I'm just telling you. Have a laugh. Sadwings has got the right idea. He doesn't go to protests. He just keeps it on the down low and fills his fucking cellar with ammunition and MREs. That's what you should do. I support prepping, keeping fit, and living a Spartan existence, but not going out and being a twat in the streets, because it's fucking stupid. It's pointless. Right? Anyway, right, we're going to call it there because I've got shit to do. All right, I'll definitely do some drawing this week, and I'll give some shit away next week. All right? 100%. You can bank on it. I'm not going on the piss this weekend, so I'll actually achieve something useful. Right? Because I'm old now. When I drink, I'm fucking baggage for 3 days. It's ridiculous. I can't even do, like, washing up. I just lie on the couch looking at the dishes going, fucking hell. The mail piles up. And now I understand why alcoholics don't get anything done. Because I just want to sit on the couch and cry for 3 days. I can't draw. I can't talk. Fucking ruined. So I'll do it next week. All right? Thanks for watching. Toodle pip. Have a good laugh this week. And I'll see you all very soon. Cheers.